Let's talk about it. Welcome back to another live stream, y'all. Let's go. It's a beautiful Wednesday. A little rainy, a little gloomy, but for the most part, I'm having a fabulous day. How about you guys, man? Hopefully, you're tuning into this live stream or this post video after it comes out, of course. I know not everybody has the luxury of sitting around watching videos on their phone all day, but hey, as long as you watch this video in some shape or form, that's all I really care about, man. You just stay tuned and you find a way to keep in touch with your boy, all right? Now, I got a couple topics today, not gonna lie, some good things going on. I got about 10. So if you can stick around, they're going to get really funny, and there's some serious ones, all right? I'm going to scatter this shit around. You're really not going to know what's coming next, right? You're going to actually have no idea. You're not going to be able to predict a damn thing. I'm going to tell you that right now, okay? The topics are just all over the place, seriously. So let's jump right into it, man. While we got the vibe, while we got the energy, we got a couple people in the stream. Welcome, welcome. All right, let's go, let's go. For the first topic, for the first subject at hand, I thought this was beautiful. Oh, I'm laughing and we haven't even looked at it. I thought it was beautiful. Here we go. Here we go, guys. So the internet has been divided over the Curvy Mermaid statue. I don't know about you guys, but statue make me happy, all right? There's nothing about this that's divided other than her ass crack. Now, I do have some questions here. Why does a mermaid have an ass crack, okay? Isn't she supposed to be, like, finned up to the waist? I know there are different designs, but shorty is packing a wagon, all right? And there are no scales. This looks like where all the bums meet at night to, like, circle jerk. Like, forgive me, but what is the purpose of this statue? Her rock titties are out. Look at that. There's 2 streams that I get to say rock titties. How fun is that? And if you don't know which other one that is, go ahead, tap back into, I think it's my second live stream. And I got to say rock titties. But here I get to really say it, and it's real. Look at that. Her face, a little manly, okay? But who cares, right? Throw a bag over that hoe. Yo, I've been waiting to talk about this shit since I seen it. I get it. You know, they're divided about it, right? It's over explicit. It's definitely sexual in her pose. I can't front, all right? I don't know what is the representation behind it. Is this in Sicily? Is this in Italy? Right? Like, I don't have anything against it other than it is a little provocative, okay? And it doesn't necessarily look like a standard Ariel, you know, a standard mermaid. She looked like she got a G-string on. I mean, what mermaid you know wears a G-string? Not many. This got 5 million views. That's a lot of views. Like, I don't even think the Little Mermaid's gonna get that many views. 5 mil? Wow. I F's with it. I F's with it. I F's with it. I think it's very hilarious. What do you guys think? Is this appropriate? Are you gonna take your family to go visit this on your, like, vacation on the coast? Is this one of your stop destinations, right? You're going to take some beautiful photos in her thighs. And I don't really know the size of her. Okay, I guess if we zoom in here, I guess if we zoom in a little bit, as much as I can. It's not too much, but all right, it looks human sized. And oh my goodness, look at Buddy. Why? Oh my God. Look, Buddy got one hand on her ass and the other guy's molding her breast. And it's, oh, that's a girl. That's a female. Okay. All right. If a male and a female came together to make this happen, what problem could I really have? I mean, it is a work of art. He's definitely adding some curvature onto the yeeks. But I mean, hey, whatever floats your boat. All right. Or whatever swims by it. In this case, it would be this version of a mermaid swimming by. And it says the internet is divided over the curvy mermaid. Ain't nobody divided. We like it. Okay, we like it. We like it. All right. So I got another topic right here, right now. All right, we're gonna go ahead and swap this thing. I told you, you're not even gonna be able to know what's next, right? We started off with the Curvy Mermaid. Like, you don't even know. So this one's pretty cool. Mark Zuckerberg just won his first Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu tournament. All right. Now, cool. My thoughts on this is, how much did he pay to win the tournament, right? Mark Zuckerberg, like Mr. Meta himself over here putting niggas in a figure four. I think that's awesome. Looks like this ref probably got a check, you know? Nobody really wants to beat the guy that can have your social media platforms shut down. So I would face-to-face him in a match and probably let it slide too. You know what, big dog? You could go ahead and win with the green belt. I don't know what standard that is, green to yellow or green and yellow, right? It doesn't say. But for the most part, this guy looks pretty fit. I saw another photo of him. I didn't feel like getting another photo of Big MZ, but I mean, he looks pretty fit, and I heard for a little while he's been doing jiu-jitsu. He's been getting into his health a lot more, listening to the Joe Rogan podcast. Go ahead and, you know, jump on Spotify. Y'all go ahead and go and check out Joe Rogan's podcast. What is it called? The Joe Rogan Experience. Go check that out, man. But, yeah, Mark Zuckerberg is definitely out here whooping ass for friend requests, okay? If you did not answer what he needed to be answered in a certain time, if you got some sort of copyright strike, I think he's coming over to whoop ass now. That's what he's doing. All right, that's his main focus. But I mean, all for it, man. You can't be rich and lazy. You can't be rich trying to just hang out at home and eat mushrooms all day. You just can't do that. You can, but you're gonna be looking like Seth Rogen and shit. You don't want to look like, wow, and they kind of look like each other, you know. Like I guess you could say Seth Rogen is a fat, lazier version of Mark Zuckerberg. But that's good for Mark Z, man. Go ahead and whoop ass, take names, and block people from requesting you on Facebook, brother. Keep doing your thing. I thought that was absolutely amazing, man. Shout out to Mark Zuckerberg. Oh, we got some thunder going on outside. I'm pretty sure y'all can't hear that shit, but we got some thunder. All right, look at this. Oh, man. So I really want to play a game with y'all. Whose kids do you think these are, okay? Let's just start left to right. Boom. We got little white girl, blue eyes. Off the rip, I can't guess whose kid she is, right? Like, there's a guy in the middle. Don't know. And there's even a third guy. I don't know whose kids these are. Like, just off the bat, I'm, like, playing with you guys, right? Like, I know whose kids they are. But I don't even see much of a resemblance of the three. It could be this could be Pete Davidson's son. I don't know whose kids these are, right? Guys, these look like white people's kids, right? It could be Brad Pitt's children. I don't know, right? Like Nicole Pfeiffer, or I don't know. It could be anybody's kids. But guys, no bullshit. These are Michael Jackson's kids. Like, yeah. Michael Jackson beat it. You know what I'm saying? Scratching my head on this one. I can't wrap my mind around this. I know there was speculation that those kids weren't his back in the day. The jokes were, you know, you can't have white babies and genetics are genetics. And the joke I remember being, when they grow up, we will see. And let's keep it 1,000. These people look like they come straight from the Caucasian mountains, okay? There is nothing ethnic about them other than the food they eat. Look at this kid in the middle. I think that's Blanket. Remember Blanket? MJ hung him over a balcony and his little feet were dangling and shit like that. Yo, that's got to be Blanket. It was the youngest son. Damn, shout out to Blanket. I don't know any of the other kids' names. I used to have a friend, though, back in the day, who Michael Jackson's daughter followed him. He was pretty prevalent on Instagram. That was like the highlight of this nigga's life. People that followed him. Whatever. But yeah, isn't that wild? Like, nothing about these kids look like Michael Jackson or any of the Jackson 5. Like, none of the brothers. And, you know, Michael Jackson's genes are extremely strong, okay? Like, Janet looks just like Mike. You know, these kids were either genetically manipulated, right, in a gene pool, and they, like, spliced them together or some shit, or they're adopted. I mean, what game are we playing? Like, Michael Jackson could bleach his skin a million times, but he can't bleach his jeans, okay? I mean, that's like no pun intended. You could bleach your jeans, all right? But you cannot make your kids white if you were born black. It just makes no sense, you know? I guess the girl kind of looks like Michael Jackson. Maybe she's had a nose job. That's why she looks like Michael Jackson. Let's be real. Look at her nose. It's hella thin. It looks one-dimensional. She could. I mean, she look good. She could be Michael Jackson's daughter. Who knows, man? I don't know. But what do y'all think? Do you think Michael Jackson made these babies or nah? Let's be real. I want to see something in the chat for this shit because Michael J. Maybe Michael Jordan's kids. This could be. I would see one of these kids being Michael Jordan's kids before Michael Jackson's kids. Come on. Buddy in the middle look Native American. Stop playing with me. I see through their eyes. Yeah, they all looking at me, but I can tell none of them. I want to see some ancestry, okay? That's what I want to see. I want to see some ancestry. Speaking of kids, though, I thought this next story was absolutely wild. Robert De Niro, 79. Let's just say 80, okay? Robert De Niro, 85 years old, reveals he's welcoming his 7th baby. Guys, gals, do you understand what that means? Okay? I believe when a woman reaches her 30s, that's called a geriatric pregnancy. 30s, right? That's not like something far, okay? So he has to be finding some. I should have looked that up. That would have been even better to look up the baby mama. I just thought the topic itself was just off the chain right here. Like, yo, my man is 87 years old, and he's got 7 kids. Fuck the 7 kids. Have 10 if you want. But to be 80, bro, like, can you imagine being born and then by the time you grow up and you could remember shit, you don't remember your dad because he's dead? Because he died? Because he's old? He's probably got grandkids. You understand how weird that makes the family dynamic, right? You're 79 and you got grandkids that are grown, probably in college and shit. And here you go, having a whole damn baby. Oh God, that thunder. I think that was on the stream. I thought I saw a flash. I was like, wait a minute. And then the crackle happened. It's because God don't like ugly. And I'm talking hella shit about these people right now. Lord forgive me, but I gotta goes in. All right, so yeah, 7 babies. You're 79. Damn, more power to you, bro. Unless you're over here drinking vials of children blood to stay young, which in your photo you don't look very young. You look craggly. Yeah, you look fucking viejo, bro. And you're over here popping out babies. Are you gonna even? Can your heart make it through the fucking birth, my boy? Can your heart make it through the pitter patters of the birthing cycle? I don't know, bro. Like, what's up with all these damn celebrities having all these kids? Shit is wild. Yo, I saw like NBA YoungBoy got another baby. Like, damn, y'all wild. Because my thing is, cool, you're gonna make a kid. Great. Everyone can make a kid. Go for it. Have a great time. But are you gonna be an active father? Right? You're 79. You're not gonna be able to raise your kids. Nick Cannon isn't gonna be able to raise all his kids. They're not gonna all have those beautiful memories with their father every day because he's gotta work so hard to pay for all these kids. Like, is that right? What do you guys think? Is that right to be having so many kids or kids when you're old and that's it? You can't really be a part of their life? I think it's messed up. I think it's a little selfish. Unless, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I'm trying not to judge. I just really want to be funny. But the more I think about it, I just really feel it's not right. You know, after a certain point in your life, you shouldn't be bringing life into this world if you're not going to be there to guide that life through the world. You need your father. You need your mother. We all see what happens to people, to young kids in this world. They grew up without a father, right? My son, in this case, grows up without a mother in this world, you know? And it sucks. You have a kid and you don't plan on raising it. It's shitty. And I'm not trying to say nothing about Robert De Niro or Nick Cannon. This is just more general, right? Like when you have kids, just be thoughtful, have a plan. Maybe Robert D got a son that I don't know, was willing to help him after he dies. I'm sure. Who knows? Robert De Niro, wrap it up. How is your sperm working? Did you donate that? And you got it out the bank like, woo, that thunder's crack-a-lack. And if I lose y'all on the stream, I'm sorry, okay? We might pick up on another one. We got 15 minutes, man. Maybe we could push it, but this rain do sound pretty tough. And the trees in my backyard shake like strippers in church. I swear to God. They tear that damn fiber line up like it's a pole, dancing all around it. Ooh, they need to cut that shit out. All right, I even paid to get the trees cut. Shit, we'll see actually, because I paid to get the trees cut. All right, moving on from Robert D, my boy Roberto. All right, we all over the map with it. Look at this. I saw this. This is from IGN.com. Yeah, I just did the Trump hands while I read it. Okay, so Doctor Strange 2 writers weren't able to watch WandaVision before finishing the sequel. I want you guys to think about that, right? Doctor Strange 2, Multiverse of Madness. I don't know why, but I watch this movie a lot on Disney Plus when I get the chance. I don't really know why. I like, to be real with you, I think it has to do with the introduction of the multiverse, and I like Doctor Strange as a character. I think he has a lot of character development in his storyline throughout the MCU that just made him a great character. This movie wasn't a good look for him. Let's be real, wasn't a really good look for him. But for the most part, knowing that they did not read or watch WandaVision, or they didn't watch... How can you make a movie with the villain and you don't watch their story? You don't know where they came from. And then it says they weren't able to watch. It wasn't that, see, when you read shit, you really gotta read shit, right? They weren't able to. So they were advised by Disney, the rat over there, to write something brand new, to do something off the top of their head somehow, I guess, just to make the movie. That's what they want to do, just to make the movie. And we see this. We see this happening in it, and it's crazy. I'm just noticing my voice is like lagged off the when I talk, I kind of feel like my microphone. See, that look a little better. Shit, do it. I'll work on that. So yeah, I think that's incredible. How can you write something? How can you make a sequel to something you didn't see the first one to? The fuck? What kind of sense that make? That's why Marvel's going down the drain. They are just so focused on working with certain directors and letting these directors have full reign. Yeah, come on through. What's that guy's name? Who cares? Like James Gunn too. In the last movie review I told you about, he had full reign. Put these guys in check, okay? We can't have these directors making whatever the hell they want to all the time. It makes no sense. Don't make a sequel to something I'm looking forward to and you don't even know how it started. Come on, bruh. That shit blew my mind. It makes me, I have a little sour spot right now for Marvel because what they're doing is BS. What they're doing is BS. They're just cranking shit out because they can. And I get it. You have a plethora of characters and mutants and villains and heroes that you can write about and make movies about, but make it make sense. I don't need this bullshit, bro. Oh, the movie sucked because we actually didn't watch the first one. Shut your stupid ass up. That's the stupidest shit I ever heard. We actually weren't allowed to watch it. Shut up. Go sit in a corner. All right. New topic. I like this one. For some reason, over the past weekend, we had some shootings going on in Texas. God, put the guns down. Pick the pens up. Write your feelings down on a notepad. Write a poem. God. I just don't get it, man. Growing up, I don't remember guns being a thing like that, especially school shootings. I was in maybe the second grade, and a girl committed suicide. And it blew my mind at that age knowing that you could do that. Moment of silence and just, much respect to all the families out there and people affected by school shooters or just shooters, period. Bullets don't have no names. You could be walking down the street. It's terrible, man. It's terrible. And I really, really like this topic for a couple reasons. But I had some things to say about it as well. So number one, smart gun introduced with fingerprint facial recognition technology. I already know that guns have fingerprint, like scanners, right? So sometimes you get an advanced enough gun, you got enough bread, you could put a sensor on your gun so it'll read you. Now, I've never seen one in real life. I'm going to be honest with you. This is some John Wick shit, okay? And I thought it was cool. I thought it was ingenuitive, and I love good ideas, right? There's all this talk about gun safety, take the guns, more guns in good people's hands. In Florida, they just passed a bill stating anyone could not open carry, that's crazy, conceal carry, bro. I went through ups and downs to be able to conceal carry, and you're telling me people could just carry? I had to go through a process. They had to make sure I wasn't a savage. Check my record. And any Joe Schmo could just go get a pistol now. Shit crazy, man. And they think that's going to solve it. Maybe it will. I don't know. Who am I? But a smart gun is a cool way to combat all the other shit, right? Look, more guns, teachers get guns, whatever. Da, da, da. Look, I made a smart gun, okay? If your phone can scan your face and give you access, so should a deadly weapon. Okay, I got some info on this I want to read you guys. Let me pull this forward. Wow, I cannot see. That is hella tiny. Can I make it bigger? Oh my god. Alrighty. The new weapon was launched Thursday and is the world's first of its kind. The company said they believe technology can assist in reducing accidents, criminal misuse, suicides, and other tragic outcomes. Yada, yada, yada. This comes at a time where the U.S. grapples with the recent mass shootings that have left dozens dead throughout the country. This just proves my point, and I did not read this all the way. Like, I read the top, and I was like, all right, I like that. But I love how it just kind of comes back to what I was saying. 2023 has seen more than 100 mass shootings as of March. As of March? Ooh, that made me feel away. California alone saw at least 6 mass shootings in January that left a total of 26 dead, renewing a push for tighter gun restrictions. Look, y'all, I don't give a fuck if it's one death. Yo, can y'all hear my house rumbling? Shit sound intense. So yeah, man, one death is too many. Mass shootings, they're happening in schools and around grocery stores, churches. I'm not going to go too crazy on this topic in terms of gun control, safety. I'm not a politician, and to be real with you, I could care less about that. They all do that shit for money. I care about my kids in school, right? I care about my lady going to work, going to the gas station, being safe, right? It's sad that we live in a world where we got to put a fucking scanner on our guns to stop suicides. I like that, though. If you got a suicidal kid, or if you got kids and you got a weapon that's locked up, it's got a scanner on it, yeah, I understand that. But what happens if that weapon malfunctions? What happens if you need to save your life? You're in a situation, you got to pull that weapon out, and sorry, can't recognize your face. Boom. Your life is taken, right? Like, it just adds another trouble point, right? Another troubleshooting point in terms of where something could go wrong. I don't know, man. It's a slippery slope with the guns. It's slippery. and there's no way to really grasp it. Pause. Big pause. Big pause. It's terrible, man. I just hope, I mean, even if they do make these type of guns, are they going to mandate? They can't mandate everybody. It's too late, man. There's too many guns out here. It's too many damn guns. There's too many guns. I'm sorry. I don't want to go too in. I ain't mean to gloom the mood. I didn't mean to gloom the mood. Like I told you, this shit's going to range everywhere. And these are things I see on my timeline. I'm sure you see this shit too. Let's be real. I'm sure you see this shit too, and it probably bothers you. I hope it does. I hope this reaches people that, these mass shootings and shit bothers you. And it interests you to see that people are putting technology other than your phone and stupid apps and TikToks. They're putting their smarts into something that could save lives. I respect that. I hope that this could go far, that they could push this. Maybe every gun they sell to a minor or someone under 25, this is the gun you get. How about that? You're not going to go buy some AR-15, nigga. You don't need an AR-15. You're 18 years old. What kind of pig are you shooting? None. You're getting ready to go to the rally. Don't get me started. Let's get off that. I got this topic. I thought it was hilarious. Shout out to No Jumper. Man. I got this from them. Florida substitute teacher arrested after letting a 7th grader hit her vape. As I hit mine, I was trying to fit in. Are you kidding me? This bitch looked like she's 63. Trying to fit in with a 13-year-old? And this is the word that throws it all off for me. Substitute. That's your problem. You're allowing people to teach kids and come into your school who haven't gone through the proper fundamentals of what it takes to be in a school, to teach children. Children want to manipulate you. That's what they want to do. That's what they do. And you let them hit the vape because it's cool? Yo, lock her up. And that, I'm going to be nice. Lock her up. That could be my kid. She could be giving my kid a vape in school. I'm flipping my top. On G-O-D. I ain't playing around. A vape? Them shits are deadly. Them shits is... Vapes are deadly, yo. Giving it to a kid at that? Gosh, this got to be a California lady. Like, this unbelievable. I would absolutely flip my damn lid if the principal called me talking about, hey, Anthony was vaping in school. What? Well, actually, Mrs. Zickafoo. She looked like a damn Zickafoo. Miss Zickafoo? Substitute teacher, she actually allowed your son to vape in class. He blew an O-ring the size of a basketball. I'm going to be, first of all, like, damn, that's some skill. He must be vaping other places. This isn't his first vape, you feel me? But to know that this is the type of shit going on in school, like, that's why you got to listen to your kids, right? Sometimes your kids might tell you some shit about a teacher, about a substitute, and you're just like, yeah, whatever. I do it. I've done it, right? Yeah, all right. Yeah. Come sit down and do your homework. Okay, yeah, right? But you got to listen to your kids. Imagine if your kid was like, hey, Mom, I had a principal substitute today who she let me hit the vape. Some parents might not give a shit. Hey, this is real. That's the real point, too. Some parents may not give a shit if their kids are vaping. But guess what? I do. And I know a lot of you out there give a shit. And you don't want your kids vaping with their friends, right? You think you feel safe with them at school being watched by adults, and this is what's going on. Condemn her! Condemn! Put her away. I don't want to hear no probation either. She didn't serve like 30 days. That's a 30-day offense lockup right there, if you ask me, in my book when I made it. When I wrote the book, that's what the punishment is. Straight like that. All right. Now, let's move on. Shall we? Shall we? This one was cool. I wonder how real this is, right? Rap House TV. It's got to be real. They got a blue check. They're not going to put out any misinformation. Billionaire investor Peter Thiel, age 55, paid to have his body frozen in hopes that in the future someone can bring him back to life. What? What movie is this? Like, damn, we could do that? I mean, obviously, no, we can't. That's why he said in hopes to in the future. But what a crazy thing. It reminds me of Guardians of the Galaxy 1. I was going to say 2. You saw the finger. I know. Guardians of the Galaxy 1. The collector was offering Groot money for his body. He was like, in case of your untimely death. That's what that reminded me of. He sold his frozen chops over to hopefully be brought back. How cool would that be, right? You get frozen, you get put into a cryogenic chamber of some sort. Put your ass to sleep. Because, look, he says, investor pay have his body frozen, bring him back to life. All right. See, we got to read this shit for real, okay? Look. It's saying that he paid he paid to have his body frozen in hopes to be brought back to life. It didn't say he's going to be frozen when he dies. They're going to probably freeze him on his deathbed or before. Wow, how crazy. He's going to willingly go be put to sleep and frozen in a cryogenic chamber. That is odd. What? Think about it. Austin Powers did it. Yeah, baby. Yeah. What? He did it. He was frozen, brought back to life, took the piss of his life, right? It's a funny movie. It's a really funny movie, actually. Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me. I want to watch that. Put that on the watch list for this weekend. But yeah, how crazy, man. To bring him back to life. What does he think he is? Evanescence? Anybody get the joke? Maybe not. I don't know. But damn, if you could bring me back to life, shit, go ahead. I wouldn't be mad at you. I would not mind coming back. Damn, but think about it. You come back, you're old. Unless they're going to rejuvenate your body, I don't know, man. See, it's too much of a gamble with this shit, right? He's a billionaire, so he's got to know some sort of cryo company that he's seen, some sort of work in, and he's seen the fucking all the shit for. You know what I mean? He's seen everything for. He's seen all the, what happens here? What happens there? Like, oh, you've done this on a monkey? Cool. I'm down. Oh, you did this to a possum? Yeah. Me too. Crazy. That's a crazy one. All right. I got an even crazier story coming up right here. And this is the last story. We are going to wrap it up here. But I left this story last because I got a funny-ass story to tell you about this. Check this out, man. A Texas high school student sent 6 of his peers to the hospital this week after deploying an intense fart spray as a prank. Whoa. To the hospital? This is why you got to eat your Wheaties, kids. Damn, the fart spray sent you to the hospital? Man, maybe throw up, gag once or twice, pause. But damn, nigga, hospitalized? Fart spray stinks. No bullshit. Fart spray is terrible. Literally, fart spray is the worst shit you could ever smell. It smells like, number one, the first layer that pierces your nostril hairs is like rotten egg. That's the base of it. Just slap. But then it gets rotten. It gets sour. And that fucking smell just permeates in the hallways of the schools. It don't go nowhere. It just stays. It's heavy. It's a heavy spray. Thirsty as hell. That shit is crazy as hell to me. Sent them to the hospital. Could you imagine? Mom, I'm in the hospital. What happened? You don't know. Yo, shit's wild. Shit's wild. Now, the reason why I thought it was so funny, right? And the reason why I wanted to save it for last is I have a fart spray high school story to share with you all right? So, I was in 9th grade. I'm in the freshman hall, all right? And I'm in a writing literature class. I'm sitting next to this dude named Keon. Yo, what's up? No, Cassine. Yo, Cassine Taylor was good, my boy. And we're in class and shit, and we're in the back, you know what I'm saying? Not paying too much attention. This is reading, it's literature. Nobody gives a shit. And my boy was like, hey, yo, I remember he had this black jacket on. It wasn't leather, but it was like hella Matrixy, right? It was like a trench coat. And he was from Miami and shit, so he was different. He had a different attitude than everybody from around my way in Georgia, right? So he was a little different. And we talking, we chopping it up, kikiing in class, bullshitting. He's like, hey, man, I got a fart bomb. What's it called? It wasn't a fart spray. It was a fart bomb. That's what he say, like a fart bomb or some shit. And I'm like, no. I was like, well, what? He's like, yeah, you break this shit, and it will stink so bad. And I was like, for real? He's like, yeah. I was like, let me see it. And he hands me this shit. It was like this size, like the size smaller than this. And no bullshit, he gave it to me in my hand. The teacher was writing on the board, and I didn't believe him. I just slung that shit at the wall. Wah! And you just heard glass break. Everybody was like, right? Teacher was like, what was that? And everybody was like, whoa, I'm over here like, oh my God, what could it have been? And like, dude, seconds later, the fucking class erupted in this odor. Like, I could almost see the odor. I could see the stench. Yo, people were gagging, throwing up. My boy Cassine didn't believe that I threw that shit. He was blown away. He was like not pissed because he was laughing, but he was pissed because I threw his fucking smoke bomb, his smell bomb, whatever. I don't know the name of it. If y'all can think of the name of what that's called, it's not a fart bomb. It was a, fuck, I can't think of it. But it was so tiny, like a glass vial. So anywho, everybody's storming out of the class. I'm storming out of the class, right? I was the first up and out. I'm like, I can't take this smell. You gotta put the show, you know? So I ran out, and the teacher's like, oh my God, what the heck? And eventually the principal comes with police, the police dog, and we're all lined up. And he's like, he got a piece of the glass in his hand. He's like, we're gonna get this fingerprinted, and we're going to find out who did this. And in my mind, I was like, nigga, this ain't CSI. Like, you can't even hold down detention, let alone get the fucking glass put together and fucking fingerprinted, right? So I knew it was bullshit. I knew it was a tactic. And so he searched me, and then he searched Cassine. Boom. Nobody got nothing. You know what I'm saying? So they take the dog in the classroom. The dog alerts to our seats where we sit. And I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, damn, I might be caught. I might be fucked right here. I might have just got caught with the fart spray. It wasn't fart spray. So they come out. They pull me and Cassine to the corner. And they're like, who sits over here in the back? And then the dog starts sniffing us. The dog did not alert to me. It alerted to Cassine. And my boy must have been smoking weed in the morning, or it was on his jacket. I think that he threw weed in the back of the class or some shit. But he had drugs on him with a smoke bomb, fart bomb. And I'm like, bro, you are really pushing the line here. Why did you even bring that shit if you weren't ready to use the fart spray. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course I'm going to throw the fucking fart bomb. Of course I'm going to throw that shit, nigga. I'm me. Okay? I didn't believe him. I'm like, there's no way that shit going to stink like that. There's no way this shit going to smell like this shit. You know what I'm saying? Yo, what's up, Preferred? Contingency in the building. But it smelled so bad, they arrested Cassine Taylor. I never seen him again. Did they throw him in the chokey? I don't know. Did they leave him in the damn chokey? I don't know. But I never seen Cassine again. Never to be heard of. Cassine, if you out there, my brother, reach out. Tell these folks I ain't lying. Yo, people that know me for real know I ain't telling no stories, okay? Ain't no need. There's no need to lie and fabricate. I don't need to do any of this shit. This shit is all true, all facts, all the time. Shit was wild. Yeah, bro. I couldn't even believe that there was that much stench in the little vial. I could not believe it. It was extremely, extremely stank, man. It smelled like, and it stays singed in your nose, bro. Bro, Miss Trenchbull got him. Oh, Miss Trenchbull. Yo, I just watched Matilda 2 the other day. That movie was freaking awesome, man. I thought when I was watching it, like, this couldn't be made now. Like, I know they made a Matilda show or a movie or some bullshit, but it's nothing like the first Matilda. There was so much child neglect in that movie, child endangerment, and I know that was more or less the point of Matilda, but yo, they brought her home first day, and they didn't even have her in a car seat. They did, but she was in the back of the trunk, sliding everywhere. That shit was crazy, bro. Bro, you got caught for it? I didn't get caught for it, bro. I got caught for a couple things in high school, but I really ain't never even have ISS for real. ISS sucks so bad. It's like boring, and I love interaction. I love to be with people, especially in high school. You know, you get to be with your friends. You get to steal people's milks or their whatever and shit, like whatever, you know, like I never liked being an ISS, so I always tried to be cool with my teachers and just get by, have fun in the hallways, have fun in gym, have fun at lunch, outside, changing classes, hope my son's listening. But that's what really I tried to do, all right? Try to graduate. That was my goal, and I did it, you know? But yeah, high school was fun as hell. I had more fun in the ages of high school than I did in high school. I never joined any teams. I never joined any clubs. I did some time in the Army, y'all, and I didn't even do ROTC, right? I didn't even think that would have been my future. But I try to push my son all the time. I try to get him to, you know, join the club, do something with your life, figure out who and what you like to do. Figure out who and what you like to do. That's what I tell my son, y'all. I'd be like, hey, man, figure out. Find yourself, loved one. Find yourself. That's the goal, all right? All of school, that's what the goal is, man. You don't follow the crowd. You know, you got to have one good homie, and y'all do y'all thing. You make the crowd. Don't be the crowd. Make the crowd, bro. But yeah, man, Preferred, you joined in a little bit late, my brother. I'm already at that 44 mark. I was trying to go a whole hour with it, but damn, I really already didn't talk about everything I could, man. I hope y'all enjoyed the stream. It's been hella lit. Clowning on everything today has been super funny. I'm glad I got this out. I've been holding on to all these subjects all damn day and yesterday. And actually the day before, honestly. The Curvy Mermaid was I've been holding on to that shit all week, all right? And I didn't even have any jokes lined up. So when I read the shit and it said people are split or whatever, and I said the only thing split was her yeeks. Oh, dog, that shit had me fucking dying in my mind as I streamed. But y'all already know what it is. Thank you for tuning into the stream. It's been awesome. I'm going to be posting this on my regular video tab, so y'all can go ahead and watch this on your own time. Please do. comment, like, subscribe. You got to hit the notification bell. Hate to be annoying, but I've already had 2 people tell me, hey, man, I don't know when you're going live. And I'm like, bruh, you got to put the notification bell. It's weird how people have been with phones all these years and people still don't know how to like and subscribe. They still don't know how to fucking go on YouTube. Oh, man, I don't have a YouTube account. I watch it for free. You broke bitch. Pay for that shit, all right? Nobody wants to see ads. You want to be able to close your phone and the YouTube keep playing, right? Come on, y'all. Get up on with it. But you already know what it is. It's your boy, Merc. It's been a pleasure.